Hi, I'm Sarah McKinley. I'm a physician consultant with Dyna, so I'm a clinician who serves as a liaison between Dyna and clinicians.
I'm Pete Darcy. I'm Vice President of Product Strategy for EBSCO Clinical Decisions, and I work in the areas of nursing and health professions. AI is a really great opportunity for us, and we've been working on an initiative called Dyna AI that applies generative AI capabilities on our Vanguard products of Dynamedics for physicians and advanced practice providers, and Dynamic Health for health professionals and nurses. And one of the things that generative AI allows us to do is get our users to the answers at the point of care much more rapidly than in the current paradigm for search.
From a clinician standpoint, that's exactly what I think providers need. For too long, we've had burdens of administration and data entry that take us away from what we love, which is the practice of medicine. And Dyna AI, generative AI in general, can get tools to clinicians that they need more quickly, so we can take better care of patients. The problem to solve for clinicians is we have so many burdens. We're pulled in so many different directions that generative AI can read through masses of literature, can read through masses of information, and get us the information we need quickly. Bringing that information into the room with the patient so it can be personalized, it can be efficient, it can be effective in helping us make treatment decisions together with our patients. Dyna AI helps clinicians do that at the point of care.
Just echoing what Sarah said, what Dyna AI allows us to do is to remove all that cognitive load, all that effort that goes into reviewing results, looking at topics, and then locating the answer to the clinical questions in that topic. And with Dyna AI, we can remove all of that effort for the clinician, and they can get to the answer that they need as quickly as possible.
It's a key question for clinicians. I'm ultimately the point of the spear with my patient. I need to make sure that information is trustworthy and reliable. Dyna AI does that by putting clinicians in the process of generative AI, so it's not just our development team who are wonderful people, but it's also through the eyes of clinicians. There's a rigorous review of answers that generative AI gives, and it's from within a walled garden of content, so it's not from the wild web. It's from information we know we can trust.
Yeah, that walled garden is key, and as well, our clinicians are at the center of our prompt engineering, and they're doing really hand in hand with the technologists. They're doing the development work for Dyna AI to ensure that it is bringing responses that are not only in the correct context, but are also highly accurate.
It's a little nuanced, but for years, Dynamedics and Dynamic Health have provided information that we know to be accurate. It's free from bias because a lot of it is through systematic literature surveillance. The evidence is graded. It's graded by several levels of editors and statisticians, so we know it's reliable evidence. The way we make sure then Dyna AI is reliable is because it's within the walled garden of that context.
Yeah, I would just echo that it's content that's been curated by experts. When you're using that as the source material for the responses, as Dyna AI does, you have a high level of accuracy and, again, not only clinical relevance, but also in the correct context. Yeah, absolutely. They need to be at the center of the work that we're doing, not only in terms of obviously creating the content we provide, but also the prompt engineering, the evaluation of the results for Dyna AI, as well as in the governance and in our approach.
Clinicians are embedded in the process, from the writing of topics, from editorial oversight, from the Gen AI development team, all the way through the end, through advisory boards and end users, all have a say in the development of this information, so we make sure it's the most useful and reliable at the point of care.
So the first thing is that we've introduced Dyna AI capability on Dynamic Health, which again is for nursing and health professionals at the point of care, as well as Dynamedics, which is for physicians, advanced practice providers, also at the point of care. So Dyna AI really is very effective in those two contexts, especially when the user puts in greater context. So the more concepts that they add into a query, the better Dyna AI does at finding a specific answer to their query in the right context.
And this is one of the most appealing things to clinicians. I have a patient sitting across from me who may have 3 different disease states. Instead of the old method where I would have to go look up information about 3 different disease states, I can ask Dyna AI what the best treatment is for the patient sitting across from me and very quickly get an answer. So it really excels at that. Personalized care. I will say it absolutely won't replace physicians. I do believe that the human-computer connection will enhance both computerized generative AI care and the human touch of medicine, and I think Dyna AI is a key part of that. Peter, your insights?
Dyna AI is not a replacement for clinical judgment. It is to support the clinician in leveraging their clinical judgment. And we talk often about what we're really trying to do is help the practitioner get to whatever the scope of practice is that's appropriate for them, get to that top level of the scope of practice. So Dyna AI right now does not take any patient information or any private information. It really is sort of an extension of what in the past clinicians and users have searched for. But again, they're able to expand that with greater context. So as we currently implement it, it does not require detailed information on the patient.
And moving forward, it's one of the things that's really appealed to me about EBSCO is they started their initiatives in generative AI with principles guiding sort of the ethics of generative AI in their products. And one of those tantamount was quality, but also protecting patient privacy, information security, and protecting our customers.
So Dyna AI is a generative AI capability that allows users to put in a fairly simple question or query and get an answer in context and accurate to that specific query. how the Dyna AI responses are current and clinically relevant is because it's based on the content that is in Dynamic Health and Dynamedics, which goes through a rigorous editorial process and is curated, evidence-based, and accurate.
They balance that with the technology being current because it's fairly tech agnostic. So when there's advancements in large language models, the product can advance as well. There's continuous ongoing clinician oversight of prompt engineering, so we can make sure that those clinician eyes stay part of the process. As we all know, generative AI is changing by the hour and things are becoming updated very quickly. So the way the Dyna AI architecture is built makes sure we can take advantage of that.